Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you this makeup tutorial that I made a long time ago. This is actually the third makeup tutorial I ever filmed, and I thought that I lost the footage, but I recently found it. So yeah, it's a little bit cringy, but we're just gonna make it work. Okay, so I'm going to start by prepping my face with moisturizer. I filmed this during the summer, but my skin is pretty much always dry, so this is a must for me. And now I'm going to prep my lips with this Glam Glow lip plumper. I haven't used this in a long time. It was okay. I didn't think it really made that much of a difference. And then I'm going to prep, once again, my eyelid with this shadow insurance. Not once again, I'm just saying I'm doing a lot of prepping right now, like a lot of skin prepping. So once I have that, I'm just placing it with my fingertip. I feel like it's easiest to do that than doing it with a brush. I feel like it really gets in there. And then I'm going to set that primer with this Laura Mercier Translucent powder and just a fluffy brush. And I'm just going over where I put the shadow insurance. I find that it just gives a really nice smooth canvas to start with. So yeah. And then I'm totally pointing at the wrong color, but I'm actually using the color Salted Caramel from this Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This used to be my favorite palette, but the more that I find that, I don't know, it just, now when I try and use it, I find that the shadows are dry. Like I had, especially filming this tutorial, you'll see later on I had some problems with it, but I'm going in with this Jaclyn Hill palette. I will be using the shade Soda Pop, so it's kind of like a really dark purple. It's like a deep, deep purple. And I'm going to use it in my crease area, a very small amount because it's quite dark, so I'm trying not to be too heavy-handed with it. I can always add more later, but it's hard to take away. So I'm going to do a V on my outer corner. So I'm just taking that and making a V shape, and I'm going slightly above my crease. As you can see, I'm basically faking a crease so that when I have my eyes open, you'll be able to actually see that shadow. Whereas when my eyes are normally open and I don't go over my crease, you can't see anything. So now I'm going back in with the Chocolate Bar palette, and I used the shade Cherry Cordial, and this is the one that I had a lot of problem with. I ended up cutting out about 20 minutes of me trying to blend out this color. It was really dry, and I don't remember the palette being that dry before. And so I was actually really, really disappointed. If you can kind of see, I know that my face isn't in the best placement, but if you can see, I keep going back over it and over it and over it. And there just wasn't a whole lot of color payoff. And then when I had color payoff, I couldn't blend it out. And it was just a really big mess. Like I'm even going in with a whole nother brush and it's still not helping. And I get like pretty frustrated here. So I ended up switching, trying a third brush, but I think that this is just me. Yeah, so because I had such a hard time blending it out, I'm actually going back in with that Salted Caramel shade and just trying to get as clean of an upper lid as possible because it was a mess. I know that you guys can't really tell on here, but yeah. So I'm going in with a shade. This is actually a MAC color. I don't think I have this anymore, so I'm going to have to find the name and put it on the top of the screen. But I'm using that in my inner corner, and I didn't really like how this looked. I thought that this is actually the reason why I got rid of this shade is because of this tutorial. I didn't think it had a good color payoff at all. So I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills the Traveler palette, and I'm using Pink Champagne, and this just had a much better payoff. I sprayed a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on it to just intensify that color even more, but it showed up way better than the matte color. And yeah, I definitely got rid of it. I gave it to somebody else who I think that they like it. I can't tell. I think that they have lighter skin than me. So yeah. Okay, so because I had such a hard time with that Cherry Cordial, from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I went back in with this Makeup Forever, and it's called M842. They don't have names on their shadows, they just have numbers. And the color payoff was much better. It was so much easier to apply. It was so much easier to blend it out, and the color payoff was just a lot better. It's exactly what I was looking for. So I'm going to do my contour. This is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's espresso. And then I'm doing highlighter, and this is Makeup Forever's highlighter palette. They don't have names on them. And now I'm going to use blush. And this is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and I'm using the shade, oh shoot, what is this called? I'm going to use this shade, I think it's called Surreal Glow. Yeah, and I'm just using like a blush brush, and I'm swiping it on my cheekbones. It's basically the same movement. I need to start experimenting more with like blush shapes. And I'm going to take the same palette, and this is actually in the shade Bronzer Surreal Bronze Light. This is one of my favorites. I love this bronzer. However, during the summer, it's not as great for me because it's a little bit light, but I made it work. And now I'm taking Champagne Pop, the highlighter from Becca, and it's the Jaclyn Hill collaboration. It's beautiful. I love it. And then I'm doing my eyebrows, so I'm using NYX Emerald City, and I'm just sweeping that, in my eyebrows. This is how I do the same every single time. I've actually started cutting it out of my more recent videos because it's the same exact products that I use every single time. But it's an eyeshadow brush, what do you call that? Eye pencil? An eyeliner pencil. Thank you. My goodness. An eyeliner pencil, and it's pretty good. I love it. It's like the perfect match. And now I'm setting it with Inglot. Again, Inglot doesn't have names. They just have numbers, but I don't know what this number is. I've had it for so long that it's actually worn off. And I'm just setting that. I have to set this pencil because it's an eyeliner pencil. I have to set it with powder, or else it'll just move everywhere, because they're not really meant for your eyebrows, but I don't care. It's perfect, and I use it anyways. And then just, making sure that it's all worked through with that pencil. And then, okay, apparently I didn't show my mascara. I just used the Marc Jacobs Noir. I love it. I have several tubes of it. And I'm going in with my eyeliner. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is one of my first tutorials, and I didn't know where the camera was set up, and anyways. So I used my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. And then the same lash that I always use, Christina Wispy. And then I kind of struggled on this part. I showed everything way too low, but I'm using the Sinner Kat Von D lip pencil and liquid lipstick. They're a set. They're not sold as a set, but they do match each other. And I love this purple. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so I am done. Here is my look today. I decided to go for a purple look. I love that you can do pinup, but in a modern way. I love using fun colors and being able to do things that aren't just like a nude eye and red lipstick. So this is my take on a purple pinup look. I hope you like it. If you like me, please subscribe. Also hit that like button. You can also find me on Instagram at Pinup and Fantasies. All right, have a good day.